Hey guys, this is Allie, and I want to give you a walkthrough of where I'm at right now in my album. As you can probably see, it is pretty full and thick. I have all my photos in there now, and the majority of any of my printed journaling that I am going to do. So my next steps will be adding embellishments. Like I haven't added any of the rubber pieces, I haven't added any of the acrylic stars. So that's what I will be doing. I'm also going to probably be cutting up a lot of these journal cards, and you'll see why in a minute, just because I've filled my pockets with photos, but I would love to cut things out like this one says awesome memory. I think I'll probably just hand cut that out and place it somewhere as an embellishment. Right now, what you see right here, full page intro, some of these things are loose. I'm gonna have this chipboard piece on here somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure yet how that's gonna, how I'm gonna put it down. Sometimes in the past, I have started my week, with a reason why I actually listed in the album, and I don't have that in here, at least on this first page yet, so I'm still kind of considering how that is going to go. I'm actually probably gonna be doing this as like my very last thing. I did a lot of the other steps first, so I could come back and then deal with this in the beginning. I also have both of the 2x2 pockets left. I haven't used those yet. I may not use them at all, but these would also be good for, some sort of little intention, or you could, cut part of this off with your trimmer and then have a small space or a small sheet in the beginning, or cut up a different sized page protector as well. I tend to follow a very similar formula throughout the entire album, and I'll show you that as we go through. So keep in mind, what I have here is how it's going to be, plus I will be adding in some additional embellishments. So I have a 6x8 photo for each day. This is what I call my title photo. Then I have the chipboard pieces here that I have taken. These were a full 3x8. I cut them in half. I have taken the wood veneer numbers and adhered them on the front of each one, just with rolling adhesive. On the back, I have taken the day of the week cards that have morning, afternoon, and evening, and then I stamped the word currently, which is included on the stamp set that comes with the kit. Did that the same on every single one of these chipboard dividers. So that's how I ended up using those. So as you can see, I'm gonna fill that in with handwritten something, not done yet. Then my pictures. So what I ended up doing is I have the 4-pocket 3x4. Then I have all of my journaling onto one thing. We'll talk about each one of these individually in a minute. Then I have the day of the week card put in as a page in and of itself. This will be the same for all of the weekdays. My weekend is a little bit different, and you'll see that in a few minutes as well. Then I have the 4x6 pictures like that. This is the only day, Monday, that I have an extra 2 pictures that are adhered back to back and put in as a page. And then I have the closing or the end page for this day. And you can see where I used the white acrylic words on there. I also used some of the gold chipboard pieces. These weren't included in the kit, but these are a shop item that we had that were for sale available during the Week in the Life pre-order time. So what I'm gonna be doing next, as I add some embellishments in here, is also that I'm thinking I might handwrite just a little bit of something on some of these in places where it makes sense. And I don't know exactly what that's gonna look like yet. That'll kind of be my tomorrow thing. I just wanted to give you guys an idea of where I'm at. Now I'm also including the day of the week chipboard piece in this pocket on each of these days. And one of the things that you're gonna see that I did is that's actually adhered inside the pocket. There's no plastic or a transparent piece or anything like that. What I did is I took this is I think let's see, let me grab my ruler. I think it's a 1.5 inch circle punch, and I will verify that. This is the blue Marvy circle punch. And actually it looks like it's whoops, that's not the right one. Sorry, wrong one. It was sitting here on my desk, so it was confusing. This is 1.5, okay? 1.5 is what I used. And I actually punched out a bunch of circles from a journaling page that I ended up not using. I reprinted it out printed it out again. At first I thought about stamping the story on along the top of each one of those, and then I decided to go with a cleaner look. So I punched with the 1.5 inch punch, circle punch, these little pieces. And then I'll show you on, let's do Tuesday because I didn't do it yet so that I could show you. So in Tuesday, here is the chipboard piece. Now we can pull the backing off of here, and then I'm just taking one of these punched circles, and you could use the pattern cards, you know, or just some scratch paper even if you wanted to. And I am placing it right in the middle. And the reason why I'm doing it, and the reason why I love the fact that it was a little bit smaller, is that this can now get stuck into the pocket. So I can place it right where I want it to be, and then I'm just gonna press down to have it, let's see, I probably want it to go down a little bit more in the pocket. But this will then keep it in place. So if you press into it, you're pressing into the adhesive that's around the outside there. So that was kind of a happy accident sort of thing. So that's one of the tasks that I still have to do, is to just put those all in there. I am also considering, let's go back to Monday, considering adding those acrylic hearts on top of the backs of those, not inside the here, but actually on the outside. So that was one of the things that I thought about doing, and doing that on the outside of the page protector, just getting some red line tape probably, which is a great adhesive for that, putting it right onto the heart, and then having it on the outside of the album. Some people hate having things outside the page protectors. As you can see, that's not a big issue for me. So that's something that I'm considering for the backs of these little circles, or just any other kind of embellishment that you have that, you know, is relevant to you and your family. So then you see, this is the journaling. So this, I pulled this, I copied and pasted this directly from my blog post for each day. This is one of the reasons why I love to do the blog posts during the week, because it's an easy way to just get all of those memories down. So they correspond to all the different photos. I added an Avery Index tab, and on the inside there, I am using this stamp set, the Day of the Week stamp set, and these little sentiments right here fit exactly into that spot there. I think that these are sold out right now in the shop, but we were able to get Avery Index tabs in the shop, and you can click notify me if you're wanting to get some more of those. So this is sized at about 5 inches wide. I have about a 1 inch margin here, and then I have 2 pages of text. And on some of the other ones, you'll see it's a lot shorter, the text is shorter, so I ended up putting a photo below in those on the other cards. And then here on the back of the Monday card, I have a photo. I've considered putting them on between these 2 photos to have something else in those spaces, but I think I'm gonna leave it right there. I don't think it matters too much. Again, these are the ones that I'll probably add, you know, either some of the word phrase stickers on there. I will handwrite something. Maybe I'll stamp, you know, it'll probably be something like this, right? That would go directly onto the photo. I don't do a ton of embellishing, but even cards like this, where I'm probably not gonna use the full journal card, but I could cut out that part of it and adhere that onto my photo. Those are some of the things that I'm considering. Excuse me, but I wanted you to see how it looked without or before the embellishing. Again, this is just a 4x6, 2 4x6 pictures, adhered back to back, and then hole punched and put in the album. For hole punching, I'm using the Crop-A-Dile. That is the tool that I use for that. Again, or at least something else you will see, I did add text to my 6x8 end photos there, and a little bit of one of the word and phrase stickers, and then a gold chipboard piece, plus the white Day of the Week. So then I'm simply just repeating the same thing over again. The 2, these are using the overlays that are available in my shop, the 6x8 overlays. These are Weekend Life Volume 3, I believe. That card again, I will fill in. So now we have the Tuesday is set in the spot. This is a 4x6 photo that I just cut in half and put in both of those spots there. So Tuesday's journaling, the main portion of journaling. And like, here's a good example. I put a bunch of my feet pictures together there. And there's one where I put the picture of Simon on the back. which is a nice way to fill in that space from the extra space that I had. And yes, these are just 2 pieces of white cardstock glued back to back to create the page. Then the Tuesday card plus a photo on the back, and then a few more photos to round out the day. You see how I kind of wish that I had that Tuesday in that space, because I like having something in the middle. So I may end up adding that in onto here, but I'm not sure yet. And then again, same thing, repeating kind of the same use of those embellishments there on the full page photos. Here's a look at Wednesday, the number 3 on top of the chipboard again. Same thing, you can see now this is where I need to finish up that the chipboard piece. Wednesday had more journaling, so I went ahead and didn't add a photo there. There's the Wednesday card with the photo on the back. Additional photos going into the end of Wednesday. And then I'm repeating, same pattern over and over again here. Thursday with pictures, Thursday journaling, a photo on the back here, like that. My Thursday card, more pictures. I will add a little something to, probably just, I'm thinking I'm just might write, you know, handwrite a little something in those spaces with using my black pen. Now here's one on, this is on Thursday. We met at 6 p.m. so that's why I used this, and there's a 6 and a 9, and so you can, they're interchangeable in terms of which way you want them to go. So I was able to use the 6 twice, the 6 also on the Saturday as well. So Friday, day 5, with the chipboard piece. Again, there's my thing that I need to fix there. Going into photos here. Lots of peonies since that was happening here at my house. There's the Friday, the picture. 2 pictures of my kids' rooms there, and then a little bit of pool action in the afternoon. Then for Saturday, now here you can see where the weekend is just a little bit different, but there's the 6, right? That could also be the 9. Same thing on the back, same, still waiting for that. Couple pictures. And then on Saturday, because my journaling was a lot shorter, what I decided, instead of having the long 5x8 or 5x8 and whatever it was, the length there on those other journaling cards, I just did it on a 4x6, and I stamped the story on there using the, that is from, let's see, that's from this one, the Monday or the weekday words and photos, kind of, we'll have to look up the exact name, but that's the stamp that I used on that one right there. And then just kept the Saturday card in the pockets just because I had fewer photos. And so that was a great way to just keep everything in the pocket as well. So really it depends on how many pictures you have, how many words do you have, and how do you want to go about doing that. So here's Saturday. I liked that these are kind of 2 variations on the same photo. We took a series of photos sitting there on the couch, and that was kind of fun to add all of those in there. Here's Sunday then, with the chipboard piece and photos. I'm missing one photo right here. I'll probably use a journal card for that. It may end up being the Life is Full of Adventure, because I kind of like the idea of starting and ending with that same topic. Again, for Sunday, I went ahead and just did a 4x6 card because I had fewer words there. And then photos going into the last picture. Now I may do... Okay, I just wanted to wrap it up just by giving you guys a brief introduction there to where I'm at, so that you can make some decisions for yourself. Next steps for me are obviously to just start adding some additional words onto the photos, as well as adding in the additional embellishments and some of the pieces from the cards that I want to do next. So I will be back hopefully later this week with a full rundown, full images, everything of all the stuff that I have in the album so far.